Welcome to the deep dive. Our mission today, well, it's really to unpack cybersecurity risk management CRM, to kind of distill it into a clear, structured discipline. We're looking for that sweet spot, you know?
Yeah, the continuous process.
Exactly. Balancing protection, cost, and business agility.
And what's really key here, I think, is that CRM is basically the language leaders use to decide how much risk to take on.
Okay, so not just defense.
Not just defense, no. It's about enabling growth. It gives you the guardrails so your organization can confidently adopt things like cloud or AI, whatever's
That
next.
helps you move forward.
Exactly, while also ticking those boxes for, legal and regulatory compliance.
Okay, let's focus on the key takeaway then. What we're really aiming for here is clarity, right?
Absolutely, clarity and accountability.
CRM forces that by making it super clear who owns which risk and, crucially, what trade-offs were consciously made.
Perfect. And connecting that to the bigger picture, this whole thing, it's a continuous loop, right? And never really
A
stops.
cycle. What are the steps?
Well, generally, you've got four main phases. Identify, assess, and measure, then treat or mitigate, and finally, monitor and report.
Okay, starting with identify. The sources really hammered this home.
Yeah.
It's way more than just knowing your main servers.
Oh, definitely. You have to catalog everything. Vulnerabilities, yes, but also external threats, risks from third parties.
The supply chain.
Exactly. And that often overlooked area, shadow IT, unmanaged tech.
That's where the nasty surprises hide.
Precisely. That's often where major breaches start.
So once you've identified all that stuff.
Then you move into assessment. And this means, well, analyzing those threats. You're using tools like pen tests, vulnerability scans, threat intelligence.
Okay.
And you match that against the real business impact. What's the potential damage, financial loss, fines, reputation, safety?
And you capture this. Where?
It all needs to go into a standardized risk register. Super important. And each risk needs to be linked to a specific owner and have clear deadlines.
Got it. And to make this useful for, say, the C-suite, it can't just be a list of findings. We need metrics, right?
Yes, solid metrics for decision support. We're talking KRIs, key risk indicators, and KPIs, key performance indicators, things that actually show progress or maturity.
Like what specifically?
Well, things like mean time to detect MTTD, how fast you spot a problem.
And mean time to respond, MTTR. How fast do you fix it?
Exactly. Focusing on those gives leadership a real proxy for your security maturity. It ties the budget directly to, measurable risk reduction.
Makes sense.
We also look at things like patch cadence. How quickly are you patching critical vulnerabilities? Or even the phishing failure rate among employees.
So tying risk directly to resources.
That's the goal.
Okay, this leads us nicely into mitigation or treatment. You found the risk, you've measured it. Now what? 4 options, right?
4 main strategies, yeah. The most common one is reduce. You implement controls.
Like MFA.
Like multi-factor authentication, absolutely. Secure network segmentation, EDR or XDR for endpoints. Cloud security, posture management, CSPM if you're heavily in the cloud. Basic hardening.
Okay, reduce. What else?
You can transfer the risk. Think cyber insurance.
Or maybe strict contractual requirements for vendors.
Exactly. Pushing some of the risk onto them. Then there's avoid. Sometimes the best move is just not to do the risky thing.
Like getting rid of sensitive data you don't really need? Or retiring a really old, insecure system?
Precisely. Descope it.
Okay. Reduce, transfer, avoid. What's the 4th?
The 4th one is accept. And this is where, the interesting conversations happen.
Right. Accepting a risk, especially a high-impact one, sounds counterintuitive. Why do it?
Well, it comes back to that trade-off with business agility. Sometimes the cost or time to fully mitigate a risk right now might actually outweigh the strategic benefit of moving forward on something important.
But it can't just be ignored.
Absolutely not. Acceptance has to be carefully managed. It needs to be time-boxed or reviewed again later. It needs a clear, documented rationale. And crucially, it requires formal sign-off from senior leadership.
So it's a transparent business decision, not just forgetting about it.
It has to be. And that transparency points straight to governance. This whole system, CRM, it falls apart if it's just about tools.
Yeah, you need the process.
You need process and you need clear roles. Who's the executive sponsor? Who's the CISO? Who are the specific risk owners for different areas? And your policies need to map to established frameworks, NIST, CSF, ISO 27001, whatever fits your context.
Which highlights a really critical pitfall, doesn't it?
It does. The biggest mistake we see is organizations treating risk management like a one-off project, an audit cycle.
Check the box and move on.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Or they prioritize buying the latest shiny tool over embedding the actual process, sorting out ownership, and securing dedicated funding. If you do that, you haven't managed risk.
You've just managed alerts.
You just managed alerts. Exactly.
So wrapping this up, what's the bottom line for you, our listener? Cybersecurity risk management, done right, isn't just an IT task.
No, it's a repeatable business discipline.
It aligns your protection efforts with your actual business strategy, and it lets you prove progress with metrics that leaders actually understand and care about.
So as you think about this after our deep dive today, here's something to consider. What is your organization's actual formally documented risk appetite? Do you even have one?
And maybe, is your current tracking just focused on tool outputs? Or does it successfully tie those high-risk findings to clear owners and, crucially, to the actual resources the budget needed to meet those mitigation deadlines?
Because until you connect those dots, the risk, the owner, the deadline, and the resources, you're not truly managing risk. You might just be hoping for the best.